I love your very festive Valentine's Day. You need a microphone in front of you. That's how podcasts work. First day on the job, huh?
Listen, it's...
I like...
Is that how it works?
Yeah. That's a mic. That's called a sound test.
Check, burp, 1, 2.
That's a very festive hat you have on.
Well,
It's starting to lose its libido already, though.
I needed to feel
something
for Valentine's Day. Yes.
So you asked me a question earlier, and I wanted to wait to answer it. And you said, should I wear that
to a very expensive oyster bar tonight?
So
5 stars, very expensive.
Here's the thing. Now, they wouldn't kick you out, I don't think, because you're going to pay them still, and that's really what they're all about.
I don't know. They might. No. They have a dress code.
I was just saying, but what if we wear a blazer like over it?
But it's 2026, and if you want to identify as a piñata, who are they to stop you?
Well, no. I'm not identifying as a piñata. No. This is my April Fool's. This is my
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day, the wrong holiday.
Not April Fool's, different holiday.
So
I think the problem is it's going to garner the exact opposite thing that you want. So we were talking before, and you said, I don't know, should I go out?
I don't want to actually. I don't want to prevent people from talking to me.
I think it's going to be the opposite.
You think?
There's going to be people who come in, and they're going to be
bark at people.
That will do it, but that will also get you kicked out. Well, I think if you make a spectacle of yourself beyond already looking like a spectacle, that will cause you a problem. And they're going to say, sir, there's a very nice restaurant. You can't bark at people here.
What if I just wear the hat?
I still think you could. I'm saying that you can't. I'm saying it's going to cause you the opposite results that you want because you contemplated ordering food in because you didn't want to socialize with anybody and you didn't want to talk to anybody.
True.
You look... You know the movie Pinocchio, where the doll turns into a boy? You look like Pinocchio, except it was a firework.
I came in. That's the Wrecking Ball.
That's a Wrecking Ball. Wrong holiday, wrong song.
Katy Perry, the fireworks song.
I'm not Alexa. You can't ask me to put stuff on. This is going to be a fun day. I can tell. Before we start the show.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. I love you.
I should save that for the show.
No. It's in the show. It's pre-show. I love you. And I love you too, Goose, even though you have a horrendous propensity to not show up to work on time.
Oh, we're missing our thing here.
Oh, that's right. I got to put that back. I moved it for when we had our guest, which, by the way, thanks, Mike, for coming on the show.
Yeah, Mike.
I think we'll have to have him back one day.
He's funny.
He is funny. So before we start the show, I need to make myself crystal clear to the both of you who flamed me yesterday in our group chat about, you can pull the picture up if you have it.
No, there's a reason why.
No.
Oh,
I want my space first. I want my space first, and then you can.
Like I need to say how
the gentleman reclaims his time. I heard that on Congress does that. I think,
which also makes no sense because they don't even follow their own rules.
Yeah, all they yell for over multiple hours is the gentleman reclaims his time.
C-SPAN.
And nobody ever gets their time reclaimed. I don't know what they do with all the time.
I don't know.
Anywho, yep. So
that's go to the other picture. The other picture is his genuine reaction.
So I inspected it, and then my real reaction to this was
so for anybody listening to the pre-show, I gave Ted a thing of 36 chocolates, a really expensive, nice chocolate tray.
And Goose, how did I respond to it?
And his face is like pure disgust. Like he's looking at it like he's gonna like he's pissed.
We're gonna put this on our Instagram for our audio onlys.
Like he's pissed at the chocolate.
The way that you responded to that, and I will go verbatim, is the look of vomit is disturbing. LOL.
It's so like he's genuinely upset.
Can I?
This is just silly.
And then hold on, there's more. That's essentially what Dave said in the text, and I said, "It hurts my heart. Popcorn is fine.
No, it's not. Popcorn's just
chocolate.
Air.
Okay, the gentleman reclaims his time.
Oh my god.
Okay. let me make it perfectly
First of all, you're assuming you're a gentleman.
The way you guys are talking to me,
big assumption looking at that chocolate face.
Okay, so listen.
Smear some chocolate
I
on your lip.
do. No, I like chocolate. I like treats. I like sweets sometimes.
It does not appear you do.
I do not like these. Here's why. There's two reasons, and this one proved
Life
it
is
yesterday.
like a box of chocolates, Ted.
Okay, don't Forrest Gump me and make me feel guilty. Okay,
You should.
Here's the
feel
point.
guilty.
So this box of assorted chocolates, okay,
This looks
that
amazing.
you did pay
Looks amazing.
handsomely for, only about 30% of the chocolates in
Are
that
the
box
cream ones.
actually taste good.
Which are the good ones? Cream and peanut butter.
70% of the chocolates in there
Or toffee.
are horrible.
But
And hold on, this is my soapbox now. I run this podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the deal: 30% of those chocolates are good. 70% not good.
Why
would I pay?
That's a okay.
Why would I? And I very much appreciated you buying it. You never know which ones are the good ones, by the way, because this didn't come with a guide.
Well, that's true. This box didn't come with a guide. Which is a
So
little
it
awkward.
looks like it's made of pretzels,
'Cause now
and then you bite into
you're
it,
just
and it's
yeah.
gooseberry and soap, and nobody
not-
wants it.
not
And second of all, when I buy sweets, I just want to enjoy them.
But that's the fun of eating these things. You take a bite, and if you don't like it, you just leave it. You go on the
But
next
that's a waste
one.
of money.
You didn't pay for it. It was a gift.
Right, but now I feel bad that you gifted me 70% bad chocolate.
I think the ratio is more 60-40.
That's still not good numbers.
You're right.
That's not great. That's not great. numbers. And
I
why
hate
do I
that-
want to read? Listen, if I wanted to read the Similarian or the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring, I just would. I don't need to read a guidebook on how to eat
It's not
chocolate.
a guidebook. It's a map. It says this one is this.
It says this one's good, this one's bad. Why are we doing that to ourselves? It's 2020, so we can just make good chocolate.
I will just say that
They do make
I
the
feel-
trays that are creams only, like the good, like where there's no like hard ones in
Then
there.
why are they selling this?
Because some people like that. If
Nobody
you're-
likes this.
I don't.
Listeners,
know.
if you like this assorted nonsense,
no,
please tell us.
Everybody likes that. My question is who likes that? The really hard toffee ones that are in there.
There's a
Like that's-
toothbreaker in there, and you
Yeah.
don't know which one it is because there's
No.
no guide to it.
Yeah, but
There's no Sherpa to my chocolate experience.
The one coconut one makes up for it. 'Cause damn, that's good.
I just
You like the coconut
I
one?
just
Yeah,
feel
that's crazy.
a little bamboozled, if you will, because Dave, you teed this up
I did.
in comparison to popcorn.
Well, hold on.
Hold
Let
on.
him finish. Let the gentleman reclaims his time.
You teed this up
That's what we're going to call the episode.
in all caps at one point.
I was mad.
The first text.
I was very mad.
You almost kicked me out of your house.
I
Yeah,
did.
hold on.
Oh, yeah, you
so
did.
So close.
You
You
asked me to
teed
leave.
this up as though it was popcorn, in which I now officially know, even though I've always kind of known, but that you hate popcorn.
That's insane.
So-
it's air.
And when he did this whole
It's fiber
when he
air.
did the whole
It's like eating. Ugh.
that normally means he's trying not to throw up in his mouth. So I
This
thought
is
he
ridiculous.
hated chocolate,
No, I love chocolate.
in which
Disagree
Now,
with your
I think
face.
I've made my case as to why. If you had just bought me a bag of Lindt chocolate truffles,
Look at
because-
that one. It's got huge salt crystals on it. That's goddamn amazing.
you know that one probably is a good one. Salt crystals usually indicate some sort of peanut butter.
yeah, or in caramel. But like, I love Munson's chocolate,
Those
Well,
are
these are
Munson's.
Munson's.
but I love Munson's like
That's one of Munson's.
just their like
Just give me a
break up
chocolate.
like
that's one of
milk
Munson's
chocolate.
really nice trays. By the way, they do really
That
good
was
job with
expensive.
chocolate.
Then because
All right, shout out to Munson's.
They do really
This
good
isn't a
chocolate.
shot at Munson's, by the way. This is a shot at all
This is-
assorted chocolate
No, this
trays
is a
that we've been
shot at-
doing.
this is
like
you
fruit cake
admitting-
at Christmas. This is fruit cake at Christmas.
No.
Nobody really likes it.
No.
Everybody just brings it because it's
No,
tradition. And then people just,
no.
you know where this sits?
This is
for
you-
6 months.
Dude, you're embarrassing yourself.
This sits in
You're
somebody's
embarrassing yourself.
kitchen counter or freezer for 6 months, and then they find it again and go, "Oh yeah, the chocolate tray."
I don't really like pizza either.
That's 6. I love pizza.
I've never like cake.
Want to do a
or chicken.
podcast? Let's do a podcast.
I mean, really, there should have been a guide with that, but it's fun.
Well, it's 6 by 6. That would be hard. Which direction do you face it?
Printed on printed
the
on the
orientation
printed
does
on the
matter.
inside of the top.
It's a square.
You are here. If you start with the salted caramel, the best chocolate in the whole box. Why not just give me a tray of those? I don't need the gooseberry and cilantro chocolate because somebody's being creative. Just give me 60 salted caramel chocolates and I'll love you I already love you. I don't need sweets to be sweeted by you, honey.
Well,
let's make a podcast.
Popcorn.
Welcome to Non-Professional Development. My name's Ted.
And my name is Dave. So as you can probably see, we are not your ordinary podcast. We're here to make you laugh on your drive in and home from work.
But we do have a couple rules on our pod.
Yep.
The first one's so easy. Teaching is fun. It's okay to laugh at yourself and all the funny things that happen during your school day. That's why we're here.
Yes. Next up, no negativity. So like rule one, this is a lighthearted show, not a gripe session. So if we ever find ourselves or a guest being negative, we hit you with one of these buzzers.
And last, but super not least, between all the laughs, we want to make sure we give you some useful content.
Hopefully.
And we want to get some back from all of you too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Well, welcome back to another episode of Non-Professional Development, buddy. I'm Ted, still.
Dave, who enjoys popcorn and chocolate assortments.
So if anybody out there in our audience sphere wants to take him on a date, please send him assorted chocolates and popcorn, and this fine specimen of a human will be yours forever.
At least for the night.
Well, yeah.
And some floss with the popcorn.
Well, at least you take care of your teeth.
I do. I do.
I can't stop thinking about Oysters Rockefeller now.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna get them after this.
I hope they don't tell you that it's only a part of the holiday menu. I can't imagine that they would, but that would be a
Then
bummer.
I'll order the holiday menu just for the Oysters Rockefeller.
Smart. So, welcome back. We were off last week for the Super Bowl.
It was super.
Which was
in a bowl. I had French onion soup. I had 2 of them.
Mom's French onion soup?
Yep. I had 2 of them.
What?
The timing of it, nothing's off.
Oh.
Reset.
No, I'm not going to reset. We have a great producer who makes sure that our release schedule is great.
Listen, we're on episode 84.
Episode
I'm sure there was a Super Bowl
847
at some point
and
in the last
we just
50s.
have a great, so the Super Bowl was fine. The Super Bowl was last week and we didn't record, but we have a great producer who can't show up to work on time, but darn it, he gets episodes out on time.
Yeah.
Did you like the
I
Super
had
Bowl?
popcorn too. Yeah. The Super Bowl. So
Mom's French onion
it's
soup,
all
by
about
the
the
way.
food for me.
Yeah,
So
big time.
we had shrimp cocktail.
Nice.
We had
Same.
French onion soup, which I had two things of it because
Crocs.
oh my god, she makes it so good. She
Your mom
bakes the bread
does make
herself,
it
and
good.
then she
Shout
does
out
the
to Mama
Gruyere.
Crookshank.
Oh my god! And then
Is it like J. Tim's?
It's better.
So it's funny because
she does the bread, like she makes it to order.
It took
and
her-
shaves the cheese before she puts it in the oven.
it took her a
Delightful.
long time to get the recipe right. She like me with my chili where I did it like 12 times or 20 times before I got it right. She spent many times making this right. It is incredible. Like she when you take it, she toasts the French bread, which she made herself right there, and then she puts the cheese on it, and then puts it under the broiler. Like I've had amazing, and she does like the blend with the Gruyere and the
that's where she gets it right, and she
So
it's a
good.
whole event. I've been lucky enough to have it.
It's so good.
And this is no shade at J. Tim's because I love that restaurant. But
that's-
once in a while, and you've said this to me before too.
Yeah.
Once in a while, their French onion soup.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go there and it's top 5 French onion soup, and sometimes you get like mid level.
So I'll say,
but your mom's is never.
if
like
I have
that.
20 times, because that's how much I have J. Tim's French onion soup, because that restaurant is just unbelievable.
Yes.
But I'll get that French onion soup 20 times, and 1 out of 20 times, you're like,
It's not that it's bad. It's just
you're right. I think you're like, yeah, maybe this is the end of the pot or something
Right.
like that. But
Your mom's is never
Here's
like
the crazy thing though is even if that was 1 out of 5, I would still do it because the other 4 times it's incredible.
lights out. It's lights out.
Everything they make there is so good. That's
is.
a good restaurant. If anybody's
I was a little
if
bummed
anybody's
out.
in Connecticut, you gotta go to
Gotta go to
J.
J. Timothy's.
Unbelievable food.
I thought the commercials were like this year. I don't know.
The only commercial I liked was the one where Ben Stiller fell off the
That was a good
something.
one.
When, like that was a funny commercial.
I couldn't. I like.
First of all, anything with Ben Stiller.
Yeah, I liked the Manscaped one, but I was also like weirded out by the Manscaped one.
I didn't. The commercials were bad.
Yeah, I realized
there wasn't really funny commercials.
We like moved away from humorous commercials, and that's a bummer.
Crazy because like that Ben Stiller one was the most memorable funny one.
I didn't
By
mind
the way, what
the
was
Dunkin' Donuts one. I didn't mind either. It was
what
like
was the one that was just it was
Goodwill
literally-
Dunkin'
It was
or
literally
something?
just words on the screen.
Yeah,
They never like that had to be the cheapest ad to make in all time.
but
Like,
they paid $4 billion for
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say like,
but still, like
Yeah. I want Doritos commercial. Remember the Doritos commercial where the guy was like, "Oh, this is the finger cleaning machine," and like,
Yeah.
and like the guy's just on the other side
was the
sucking his finger.
creepiest.
Yeah, but like that's
funny.
the level
Yes.
of commercial
Yeah,
that I
that's
expect. And I got
That's
good, and
funny.
I got Goodwill Dunkin'.
So like, you know what's funny is like I keep thinking like, well, you know, what would I do if I did a Super Bowl commercial? Because I got, a couple side businesses. I'm like, well, what would I do? And like I have so many ideas that I think would actually work. I feel like they hire these, these 7-figure ad agencies and like there's too many people involved.
Yeah,
like,
too many hands in the cookie jar.
You tell me that the three of us together on an iPhone couldn't film a funnier 15-second commercial.
Easily.
15 seconds. I guarantee it.
Well, I think
And
the problem
all you're
is-
doing is paying for the ad
Well, I
space.
think the problem is people are trying to be too funny, or
Yeah.
like they're like, no, we can't just be on the nose. And I'm like,
let
no,
me just tell you, I'm a Blair Witch that stuff. I'm gonna have a snot coming out of my nose.
listen,
I'm gonna have the phone this close to my face. Like I have to tell you about my website. Like I filmed this on iPhone. I'm taking a dump. It's really scary. And visit me, JKLOL. Here's a QR code now. And like that's the whole commercial. And
That's
then
not a bad commercial. That's
and then
funnier
the rest,
than
15 seconds is a QR code.
And I think now the
With
ad
nothing else,
agencies,
no music. Although there's the distinct faint audio in the distance of somebody pooping.
fart humor will get you there. That's the kind of Super Bowl ads we're looking for. Speaking of
maybe I'll do that.
funny stories,
Maybe that's a next year thing.
I had
Professional development is on the Super Bowl.
that would be so cool if we had a Super Bowl
Broadcasting
commercial.
live in the field on a float, going around the halftime act,
doing our pod,
doing the pod just like
trying
this.
not to get dizzy. But you're dressed as a football instead of the confetti that they spray at the end of the game.
I mean,
So speaking of funny stories, I had the greatest couple weeks of student stories. I don't know what let loose in these kids, but like I feel like sometimes they
it's right after the holidays.
True.
So like they're all
and we're starting to get inching towards warmer weather here in the Northeast, and like they know it.
Oh God!
I feel like sometimes
I'm not looking forward to that because this is what you hear all day, every day. Mark, can we go outside?
Can we go
Can we go outside? They're like dogs. Can we go outside?
Can
we
you
go
take a
outside?
walk?
And
Can you
like,
take
I
a
don't want to
walk?
hit the red buzzer, but that's literally what it is all day. Can we go outside? Can we go outside? Can we go? So I got them. So I have totally squashed this. So I do outdoor lessons. I'm like, yeah, no problem.
Somebody
Carry
get
out
the whiteboard.
whiteboard, and we do
Yep.
a lesson in the field. And I always make sure we're not in the shade. We are in the middle of the field. And guess who stops asking to go outside?
Yep.
the class.
The class.
So I had a
They're
great week.
sweating.
Yeah.
There's kids there dehydrated. No.
So no, I had some great like student story time stuff that came up, and this was a good one. I was actually with you. So all you need to do, I realized two
My
things.
living room, not liking chocolate.
No. We were at work.
A different time.
A different tale.
Got it.
So I realized. Well, I've always known this. So the kids can't tell time on an analog clock. They simply do not possess the skills to tell time on an analog clock.
Which, by the way, like that
Oh, you
does
did it.
not bode well for a future.
No.
Did you see that article that said? Can you pull that up, Mark? The article that just said that this is the first time in history where the current generation, is not smarter than the previous generation.
Yes, I did see that.
That's
actually.
insane.
That's crazy.
Like, think about the implications to that, though. Like, and long-term implications. Like,
We wrote a letter about this before.
That's not good.
No, it's
Like,
not good.
That's. I need to type a letter.
Well, we did. We did the letter when they did Crocs in the movie.
Oh, you're right.
And so I think a lot of it is like the answers are just at your fingertips, and there's no like exploration anymore. Like you don't have to learn how to tell time on an analog clock. You don't have to explore that because your phone just tells you the time. I actually tell my kids, it's funny because we work on, emergency services stuff. I have them all change it to military time.
Oh,
You should.
Just so that they can, it's just to process something differently. And it's a cool thing. And by the end of the beginning of the year, they're like, Mister, I never know what time it is. And I'm like, well, you didn't anyway. And by the end of the year, it's it actually is a new skill they possess.
Oh, I have it on the, so all of the clocks in my room are
all military time. So speaking of time though,
by
this
the way,
kid,
Mark, do you like San Pellegrino?
Yeah.
Shout out to San Pellegrino. So
we're trying to get sponsors here if you couldn't tell people.
It's peach water. So it says chow on it, right?
Delightful.
Does it not say chow?
It does.
This is their water chow, right? So
we're not doing an ad right now, anybody.
No. But I bought 4 cases of these, right? And so my students make fun of me.
Pellegrino's expensive.
My students make fun of me. What is going on with this hat? My students make fun of me because
what's going on with you.
Think of a lot of things.
My students make fun of me because this is all I drink. I drink seltzer water in the class, right? Because it's refreshing, and So I comically took a picture of me carrying 4 cases of San Pellegrino Chow peach water, right? The first, and I posted in their classroom because they always make fun of me. The first comment was, "Holy chow!" I'm like,
oh no!
I'm like, that was good.
That is a good one.
Did there? That was good.
So my student, we were out on production, and they had
Some
lunch.
Teachers don't know what that is.
True. So we get to take our kids out to do things professionally because we're a trade. We get to take our kids out to see professional stuff. All right. So we're doing our EMT class with our juniors. So we were actually
take mine to Munson's Chocolate. Maybe there's a factory tour that I could take your kids to.
I'm going to shove you into the tube like
Got to be some
Augustus
safety
Gloop.
aspect for that. There you go. Now we have an EMT reason to take them.
So
here's the medical reasons to visit Munson's Chocolate.
Because Dave's stuck in a chocolate tube. So we were at an ambulance base doing our EMT class for the day, and we had gotten them lunch. It'd been a while since we got to go out, and so that's a nice thing about our tech school. So we got them some lunch, and I realized that is all I need to do to mess up their internal clock. We get back to school, and we got back at 1:30, 1:45.
Wait,
Dan's at 2:10.
I don't get it. What's messing the clock up?
I'm going to tell you. So just being away from school, not for lunchtime. Because we had lunch out. We get back to school. It's 1:45. Day ends at 2:10. Bell rings. Students leave. Normal.
Yeah.
One student wanders back in, sits down, logs back into his computer, and he's sitting there typing. And my partner and I, we look at him and we go, "Hey, man, everything good?" "Yeah, I'm good." Keeps typing. "Oh, waiting on a ride or something?" He goes, "What are you talking about?" "No." I'm like, "Okay." And he goes back to typing. I was like, "Seriously, what are you doing?" And he looks at me and goes, Oh, I'm sorry. Were you guys having a teacher conversation?" He's like, that's the problem? He goes, "I'll leave the room for a couple minutes." I'm like, "You can leave the room for the day if you want." He goes, "Are you kicking me out?" I go, "What are you talking about?" I said, "The day," and now 15 minutes has gone by. I'm shortening this story. 15 minutes go by. I'm like, "Dude, school ended 15 minutes ago." And he looks up at the clock and he looks at me. I'm like, "Yeah, that says 2:25. School ended 15 minutes ago, man."
He thought it was lunch?
Yeah, he goes,
"Oh my God."
He thought it was lunchtime. Because we weren't, he thought the bell was for
Did
lunch.
he miss his bus?
No, he walks home. That's why he was like, he's like, "Mister, you know what?" That's why he was like, "Well, are you waiting for a ride?" He goes, "I walk."
Oh
And
my
so
God.
He looks
You're
at me.
lucky he doesn't take the
Yeah,
bus.
he looks at me and he goes,
He thought it was lunch. That's
yeah.
hilarious.
He goes, I always have a bunch of students who stay for lunch
Because
because
you
they
know
don't
what?
like
They
to go
do
to the
the
calf.
same thing. They all put their backpacks on and go to lunch.
Yeah, and I have a bunch of kids who stay for lunch because they don't like the calf.
I have some students
And
that do
he
that.
looked and he goes, "You know what?" He goes, "I was wondering why everybody went to lunch today." I was like, "They didn't go to lunch, buddy. They all went home 15 minutes ago."
That's funny.
And it was awesome. And so now that's the running joke in the shop that this student doesn't know how to tell time. So we just remind him, that bell was for lunch. And then and then the bell rings at the end of the day. We're like, everybody, including you, may now go home.
That's funny. Oh my
So,
God.
yeah.
Dude.
It was a.
I'm trying to think how bad it would have to be for me to so
Imagine that being another job.
yeah, right. And it's you go for a 1:00 meeting and no, everybody's leaving. It's 5:00. Like there's a big difference there,
Right.
Like so, like in the school day, Mark, because it's condensed down, to a short amount of time. Like the time in between things is fairly quick. So it would be like that for a regular job. It's like where you're like, I don't.
Imagine just sitting there, all of a sudden the lights go off. You're like, well, it's time to go home. But this all also would have been solved if he knew how to read an analog clock. Because it's right in front of him. It was right in front of him.
Oh, he couldn't read the clock.
He didn't know. That's why he didn't know it was lunch. It was not lunchtime.
God.
He didn't realize that it was 2:25
my
or 2:10 because when he looked at the clock, it was not. He doesn't know how to read it.
Oh my God! So speaking, I have to switch topics for a second.
Yeah,
so
please do.
Speaking of students not knowing how to read something,
Oh boy.
I had a realization that I am very upset about, Mark. This just happened to me this week. So you guys remember a few episodes back? I think it was episode 74. There,
Episode 42, I believe.
I'm so sick of both of you.
where I had that awful realization where the students knew that the lyrics to a song were "Cake by the Ocean," and I didn't know what that meant. And then I realized it in front of the students, and that was a horrific event for me. Well, I realized something this past week that I know that the kids didn't know, and it wasn't something bad, but it made me flashback so bad. I think I called you. I don't remember if I did.
You did. This actually was a call. I thought it was like, my God, is this guy okay?
I called Ted and I go, so I mean,
they knew all along. That's what he opened with.
I infrequently call Ted in the middle of the school day because I know we're busy. Like we're very busy. And so like I'm not going to call him in the middle of the school day. Hang on, I got to fix my tassels.
He calls me in the middle of my school day whenever he needs something from me.
Well, that's pretty funny. But so anyway, so I called Ted. I go. They knew. They all knew. And he's like,
that's the only thing he said to me.
He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'll tell you later. I got to go back to class. He's like, what? And
the rest of the day.
That's the worst, dude. You can't do that.
I know. So I call him back on the ride home. So here's the problem, Mark. So I was scoring quizzes. Okay. So one thing.
I do remember this now.
Yeah. So one thing that I which I think
I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
You guys talk about how they all have like laptops and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Do you guys still do paper tests or
every once in a while? Every once in a while.
Well, that's coming in this story.
This one happened to be.
But we can see what they're on when they're on their school laptops.
Yeah, we can see all that stuff.
So you still have to grade them?
Yeah.
No, we can see if they are doing something.
Yeah, but also I do because I have to. First of all, I want to see the statistics, but then I have to convert the scores and stuff like. I'm sure. I'm sure there's a way to do it.
I was just curious because
I'm just not that heavy into AI yet. But anyway, so the students. This particular incident, Mark, there was 2 quizzes back to back, which is a lot for a student. But we were not at the school. In fact, we were at the ambulance base that day. We did this. But so one quiz was on respiratory emergencies, which is a lot for an emergency medical technician student. By the way, we have students right on the ambulance today.
We do.
I had super cool teacher moment.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you here. I had 2. My first 2 went yesterday. And I'm tired today because I don't sleep till they get home. I very much care about my students, and it's a big thing.
We have students riding on the ambulance. They have to do. They need 10 patient contacts in order to get their EMT license with the national license. And so they're like out on a real shift. Very nerve wracking. Really? They're on the ambulance like today and for the next 2 months, riding on the ambulance, like actually going to 911s and calls like with the crew. And so like. He's not wrong. Like I am awake all night until that last student's home. Like, and they message us through.
I literally tell them on the like our school messaging. I'm like, please message, especially the 3 to 11 kids or 4 to midnight kids. I'm like,
we don't let them work the overnight shift. You have
to message me when you get home because I'm not gonna sleep.
Right. And it's been so rewarding. Like they're sending really cool. Amazing, like this. Yeah. Oh my God! I took a blood pressure.
I got my first message today.
I did a blood stick on a patient. We went on 6 calls. Like they were so excited. Yeah. But anyway, so we're at the ambulance base and we did respiratory emergencies. It was the first quiz, and then the second quiz,
10-minute break.
We gave them a 10-minute break, and then they had cardiac emergencies. So 2 very big, very important quizzes.
This is like 80% of the stuff you go on.
Yeah, and so I Ted and I do a really good job pumping the kids up. Like, look, it doesn't matter what your score is. Like, this is a place for you to learn. The
thing we say is you got to know it by May.
Right. And
right? This is more of a metric for us to help you.
And it's just like, there's no reason to cheat or look at anybody else's because, these scores get, so that it's weird because these kids are taking a junior level college class in high school. Mm-hmm. So I personally, since I'm allowed to do the grading for the class and Ted as well, like no kid should be penalized if they're scoring low in a junior level college class as long as they're doing the work.
Right. So it's effort.
If they're doing the work and they're not just, clicking C for everything and they're actually trying, then they get credit. So I curve the grades so that they're all within a very high scoring area for the school grading. Now, we keep a separate logbook for the actual EMT grading.
Just so we know who's
because we.
I
can't pass a student.
What's the kind of focus
the easiest way to say it
but
is.
I can't pass a student that's not knowing the material. So
the easiest way to say it is, it's a weird analogy, but it's actually super accurate, is if you've seen like the Little League World Series before.
Yeah.
So a kid who's 14 years old throws a pitch that's 50 miles an hour, however old they are, you're shaking your head, whoever old they are in the Little League World Series.
Thank you.
But they throw a pitch, but it says right underneath it now, if this was the MLB,
really,
this is how fast it would be.
Wow. That's
that's how we do our grading.
Yeah.
So you have a kid throwing a pitch,
a good analogy.
and it says in real time he threw it 50 miles an hour.
Really good analogy.
If he was in the MLB, this is how fast we think he would have been throwing.
That's cool.
And so that's what we do: junior level of college to junior level in high school.
So we keep 2 sets of books for the entire EMT class, which is hard to do, but it's the right thing to do. So I can't send a kid for their national license exam if they didn't pass for the state public health. So they have to get a 70 in order for me to sign them off to go test for their license. Right. Whereas the school,
like a real 70, not a curved 70.
Right. Not a curved, like no curve.
Curve 70s for their high school grade and for potential down the road implications, not so much their license.
Exactly. Like I'm not going to take a kid who's on track to be a valedictorian and tank their grade with an 80 when that's what they actually got. You know what I mean? So
little league pitching.
Yeah. So anyway,
this is funny though.
So we give 2 quizzes back to back: the respiratory emergencies and the cardiac emergencies. And so I called Ted, and the reason why I said they knew is because I was grading these things, Mark, and one student in particular stood out. This student, there's 20 questions on each of these tests. They were fairly short, but they were problems, like they were scenarios. So they took a little bit of time to digest. So that's why there was only 20 questions.
Was it multiple choice?
Yes.
Okay.
But they still took, it took about an hour for them to do each quiz. Right. So it was a while.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were in depth because they had to analyze like
the scenario,
vital signs and stuff like that. So the student in particular got like, I don't remember the score, but it was probably like a 4 out of 20 on the first quiz. And again, like that student can easily pass and get their license, and I will make sure they do. And now that I know where they are,
it gives you the ability.
I know how to help them.
We know where their weakness is.
Exactly.
That's what we tell them.
Which is why we say don't cheat, because we can literally help you. Like this is how we do it.
Because it's
to help us be better teachers.
Right now,
your grade at the school is going to be an A. Like we need to get
you know what what those topics are now to focus on with that person.
Correct. Right. So that student went from a 4 out of 20. I'm just using that as an example to 19 out of 20 on the second quiz.
Were they on different topics?
Yes. To which,
but that math ain't math.
That math ain't mathing. So that. Like immediately my brain, because that was the only student that had such a dramatic difference. I mean, some students had, a dramatic.
Some are better than others at different.
A dramatic
like
difference.
Like a 10 to 14.
Right. So I've been teaching the EMT class for 25 years now. This is the only 9 years in high school, but for 25 years I've been teaching the EMT class. Mark, this has never existed in time. All right, so like nobody has ever done the amazing 4 to 19.
If we're saying ratio. On Little League, it's like somebody walking up to bat with their eyes closed, holding the bat with their feet, to being Babe Ruth, like in a matter of 11 minutes.
So the funny part was, Mark, is I
didn't even score.
So I'm grading this, and I go through, and that's when I had called Ted at that exact moment, and I closed my computer screen, and this pinata hat. So I close my computer screen and I go back to, the kids are coming back from lunch or whatever, and I go back to teaching. So later on, when I called Ted, they knew, and he's like, "Well, what are you talking about?" I said, I told him about the student thing, and he goes, "Sorry." I'm like, every teacher we ever had, they knew. They knew. They knew you were cheating. A teacher knows if you're cheating. A teacher knows if you're. But this is a realization that I had to be a teacher to realize this. Like, a teacher knows if you have a student and you're asking, like, it doesn't even, it could be a one quiz thing. If you throw out a question in class and a kid doesn't know it, and then you throw out another question in class and a kid doesn't know it, and then that student mysteriously gets a 98 on the quiz, that's not possible. Like, all there's the things just you did no way that's possible.
Look at his wheels turning right now. So, you're like, oh my God, they did know. You cheated in high school.
So my brain is like, I'm like, they all knew.
They all knew.
Now the funny thing is I think back to high school, and I can't remember high school tests. I can't. I do remember college tests, and there was only one instance in my entire educational career where I did cheat. And only one, and I'm still regret integrity for. I still regret it to this day, and it was physics. I love physics. It was physics 2, and the teacher for physics 1 and for almost all of physics 2, the teacher would allow us to have the equations because that's all physics. Like you need the equations in order to do the problems.
Yeah.
Well, the teacher decided that there was no equations for this one. You couldn't have a card. Like, they would always allow you to have
like an index card,
a 4x6 card.
Yeah.
And man, that writing was small.
And I was gonna say,
I still have mine. And like,
I remember those
smallest.
You could print it on an index card.
Yeah. But the best part is
hieroglyphs.
The best part about physics is it literally is just F equals ma or whatever. You just have your equations. And so this one they wouldn't allow it, but they allowed graphing calculators. And I'm like,
oh, you put it all in the TI-83, didn't you?
Well, I didn't put it in there. I just, dummy me, actually taped the index card on the inside of the cover.
Wait, you could have just put the equations into the TI-83.
I didn't know how to do that.
I guarantee, though,
I didn't know how to do that.
So you didn't know how to do that, but I bet you had games downloaded to your TI-83,
I did.
You? Yeah.
I did. But here's the thing. Had
Starfighter on there, but couldn't
play. I look back now, and I'm like, he must have known. Like the teacher must have known. Like there's no way that you do that. And so, to be honest, I felt so bad about it to this day. This is how pitiful I am, Mark. Like, most people cheat, they move on, they do whatever they do. This is how guilty.
Well, you're an honest person.
This is how guilty. Painfully. This is how guilty I felt. Is that 4 years after I graduated, Mark? 4 years after. So I still am friends with a lot of the chemistry professors in the school.
And this is after college, right?
Yeah. After college. I'm still friends with a lot of chemistry professors. I was in the building one day shooting the stuff with one of the chemistry professors, and that physics teacher walks by. And I said, "Hey, Mr.
You started to cry, didn't you?"
I walk out in the hall. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "Oh my God, how you been?" I'm like, "I have to tell you something." And he's like, "What?" And I told him, and he just started laughing. He goes, "That was a long time ago."
You confess like the bronze medal winner who went on national TV and was I cheated on my girlfriend.
I just feel
the Olympics.
I had to tell you that. He says, "Well, I don't think it would have changed your grade much." I'm like, "I know, but it's been bothering me." And he's like, "Okay." I'm like, F equals ma though. Still, force equals mass times acceleration. He goes, "Yeah, that's one of them.
Something.
That's one of them." All right. So anyway, but yeah,
that's funny. Yeah. I remember too. Like, what's crazy is
the teachers knew.
Oh, big time.
And so I didn't realize that now. Like when I you think back to it's like, man, like we thought we were so slick,
But the crazy part is
like
cheating was a lot different. We had to be, in our minds at least, way slicker because now. Again, we talked about I think in episode 374.
I mean,
we talked about. Remember we talked about
you could put all the information.
Well, to that
you
point,
can ask Siri on your watch.
Well, so to that point, we talked about generational gaps a couple episodes ago, and just how different stuff is. Right.
This is the problem that this generation is not as smart as ours.
I remember one of the science tests.
It's not smart. It's there. This is the first time that I forget
they're not as smart.
The article said so. Yeah.
So. I remember, and sorry to my 8th grade science teacher.
How do you remember that far back? That's so long ago.
Because I just check my text messages
because
I don't delete them. When I was in 8th grade, 2001, because I was in school when 9/11 happened.
Oh my God!
I was in 8th grade when 9/11 happened. The teacher wheeled
I was
in the
in
thing.
college.
In my history class, the teacher
was
wheeled
in
in the
college.
thing, and I watched the plane hit the second tower. It was crazy.
I was in college. Wow.
So, but sorry to my 8th grade science teacher. Yeah,
was when I was
to the 1900s. I remember I had like my science book. They're like nothing on the table, and I was like, oh, it's just my science book that I had thankfully my brown paper bag school because you had to wrap your books. Remember you had to
I would do that, dude. We should do
a book wrapping.
We'll do an episode where all we have is tape and paper bags, and we have to see who can do a better job.
I love it. I'm in.
I will
Goose, write that down.
I
We're
will
doing
definitely fail.
So, but on the inside
could
of
have
my
chocolate
science
and
cover,
popcorn
I
while we do
wrote
that.
all of the
chocolate-covered popcorn while we do that episode.
as the boss of this thing. I'll think about it. But on the inside of my science cover, I remember I wrote same thing, all the equations. And at the end, my science teacher, and this is how I know they knew. I don't know how I remember back to 8th grade, but I do. I remember specifically my science teacher came to me after the quiz and was like, Ted, you did an amazing job. And I was like, I know. Because I did know. Because I cheated. And sorry,
We've
Mom.
never had a student like you ever.
Yeah. He's like, my God, you're going to work at NASA.
I've been teaching this class for 30
and
years.
so-
I've never had a prodigy like you.
Yeah. So
It's
also
crazy
sorry,
that you
Mom,
didn't
if you're
know,
listening.
It's crazy that you didn't know the answer to the question when I asked it in class.
Yeah. And so he goes to me, but this is how I know he knew, thinking back now as a teacher, because I'm like, that's genius. And my probable retort, which I barely remember at this point, he goes, you know what? I think next week I'm going to have you help me tutor. And you can help all the other kids who aren't as good at this as you. And I was like, he's like, you can stay after school. It'll be extra credit.
Oh, yeah. He got your number.
And I was like,
he got your number.
well, I'm going to have to ask my mom. And he's like, don't worry. I'll call her. And I was like,
Dude, he's awesome. I love that. I need to steal that.
And I was like, yeah.
I need to steal that. That's great.
I was like, I think I might have joined the track team to get out of it. I'm not a good runner at all. But I was like, yeah, you guys need somebody to run a 5K, right? That's after school. Yeah, I'm in because otherwise my science teacher is going to find me and I'm going to have to tutor kids on stuff. I'm like,
dude, do you ever remember staying after school, to hang out in a teacher's classroom? I can't remember that. But we have a ton of kids that stay after school.
oh, I have to kick them out.
Right, me too. I'm like, guys, you gotta go home. They stay after school, oh, my mom's picking me up or I'm driving or whatever. They just hang out. They don't leave, and I love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a testament.
It
I think it's a
means that,
testament too. And I do remember,
actually, I did. I do
visiting
remember.
teachers
I do remember
after
that.
school.
I do
and
remember that too.
And you know what's funny is this year for me,
But that's a choice.
yeah,
which means that you're doing something right.
I think that says a lot about you. And
you too.
actually, it's funny.
Well, your kids, they don't even go home. They think it's lunch.
That's true. So I have my first seniors graduating this year. And a couple of them have already said, and now
wait till you're on stage with them, man.
I don't take it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. I am going to be.
I'm trying to read their names over the podium, and I'm
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be. It's gonna be horrible. But the crazy part is I never realized, when I was a kid or younger, I should say, because I wasn't a kid. I had graduated. I went back and
shouldn't be mascots.
They're dangerous creatures. I went back to visit some of my high school teachers, while I was in college. Actually, while I was an adult, I went back and visited them, after I had started my adult life. And until I became a teacher, I didn't realize how much that actually means.
Yeah, so that's funny you mentioned that
because it meant, and I never realized, man, the biggest handshakes and the biggest hugs were the teachers that I went back and visited, and they were like, it is so good to see you.
Yeah.
So and I would leave and be like, wow,
I feel
teachers are really emotional. And then I realized now
I did not do that. And then the students that come back to visit all the time, I'm so moved by it. But I also, because I never did it and I knew how much those teachers meant to me, it makes me feel like it's okay if they don't, because I still feel that way.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, Mark, I did go on Facebook maybe in 2000, I don't know, episode 74.
Yeah.
When I was 2 years into teaching, and I found the teachers that made a difference to me. And I did message them on
Like, hey,
Facebook.
look at what I'm doing now.
And I just said, I'm like, hey, I just want you to know how much of a difference you made to me, like in my life. Like, I know I didn't visit, but like, dude, and like,
it's crazy how much that means, man.
Yes, it's amazing.
And I didn't think about that. Not that I didn't think about it, like, but it was more like when I was younger, like going back to visit was like, oh, I'm the graduated guy going back to my high school to say hi.
I do have a couple of those students. So I'm
And
like,
it's
please
like-
leave.
Yeah. I was talking with the kid. You were like, here he comes. But to go back and tell, and now I'm actually friends with some of the high school teachers I had.
Yeah, same.
And to like tell them like, I didn't know then
Yeah.
how much what you did is going to make me
Yeah.
better now
Yeah,
is
agreed.
such a cool thing.
Well, it's
Yeah,
there-
for there was one time when I was 20, and I happened to be.
sorry.
I don't remember what I was doing. I don't remember why, but I went back to my elementary school.
Yeah.
And my 5th grade teacher was like, my class was her first class ever.
Oh, wow.
So she was like
what a cool
brand
special
new
thing.
to teaching and like, just out of it. And she was awesome. And I went back when I was like, I was 20. Yeah. And like happened to just kind of run into her. And she's like, Mark? And I'm like,
The fact that
Hey,
they can
like,
remember you
yes.
like as from a
I
kid,
could
like,
which
easily
is
remember.
crazy.
yeah, but it's easier
the
in high school.
faces.
Easier in
The
high school.
faces,
But
yeah.
an elementary school kid
Yeah.
who like
Looks
you
different.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like and now an adult still sees that kid in you.
Yep. Well,
It's
so
crazy,
This is
man.
the
It's
funny
crazy.
part. She follows up with, like, she was just talking, whatever, and then she goes, "You want to know something funny?" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Ever since you went,
You're the reason why we
graduated.
have to potty train children now.
no."
I know you cheated on that math test.
She no longer because she.
Do you still not like popcorn, Mark?
You know how now.
Rapunzel, let him tell
You
a
know how
story.
in elementary school they teachers like to give you like supplies?
Yeah, swish.
No, like school supplies.
Yeah.
Well, at least she did because
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
new and motivated. And she no longer ever since my class she stopped giving out markers.
Did you
She
eat the
only gave
markers?
out. No, I would draw on. I would use marker and draw on everything. Yeah, it was the art
the
mate.
classroom tagger.
Yeah, it was the art mate. And then speaking of the whole cheating thing, we never wrote in books or anything, but we did set up a pretty much like an NFL like play calling cheating method.
I gotta go to the bathroom now.
Nope.
Means this. Hey,
No. We had two people on both sides of the room.
If he knocks with four hands,
If they're using like a new pencil, that was an odd question. And then
oh my God, what kind of like NSA like?
yeah, a short pencil is a
Mark is now no
is an odd
longer allowed
question.
to play blackjack.
And
in
then they
casinos.
they would
I gotta go pick up the
they
kids.
would just kind of like
Means he's
tap
got two
like that.
aces.
They would just kind of like spin their pencil, and then they would go like, and that's C. And then they would swap pencils, and then you knew that they were done with that question because they would do like a little.
this episode's
lean.
gonna get
and
he's
go
banned
back.
from Mohegan
Yeah,
Sun.
yeah there's no chance you're allowed at even. Can you even order at a Chili's anymore? Like this is
He can't do the trivia at Chili's.
right. He's not even allowed to do trivia at Chili's. It's like,
But we also all talked about like
hey, you guys have that triple dipper? like Mark, what do you mean triple?
well,
Oh,
D.
but we all would
Let's
get
see, you idiot.
multiple questions.
Oh, yeah,
triple.
Out of
Ted would literally still fail because he doesn't know that triple is C.
We all would get multiple questions wrong on purpose, but
on
different
purpose.
questions.
See, I would just get them wrong.
because we I was joining the army. I didn't care really where I ended up in my
clearly.
grades, but then we always let the smart people who were actually telling us the answers.
And we brought you back here anyway.
Well, that
Yeah,
explains,
so-
explains the inability to set your alarm.
Imagine me with a computer now, though.
Yeah, right?
Let's take a break.
Yeah, let's take a break.
You have docks important and old you need to keep safe from humidity and mold? Worried about your tools getting rusty from air that's wet and musty? If you have any box, bin, or cases where dankness could lead to stankness, you need a Dry Tote. Dry Tote is a reusable solution that keeps your totes totally dry. Dry Tote's uber dry silica beads can literally suck a shot glass worth of water right out of the air. Just a simple packet that totally sucks. Humidity, that is. And each Dry Tote comes with this little wetness indicator that tells you when it's sucked up all the humidity it can, and it just can't suck no more. Then you recharge it. No, Carl from North Dakota, you don't plug it in. You toss it in the microwave or leave it in the sun until that color turns back to blue. Dry Tote keeps your stuff drier than a Mormon bishop on a Sunday.
What the heck, hon? This isn't root beer.
Oh, hello. Oh, it's the Atacama Desert. You know, the driest desert in the world? They want their dryness back. But you don't need the Atacama deserts. You can get your own dryness at drytote.com. Buy them in packs of 5 to 50 and drop them in your boats, RVs, totes, bins, boxes, basements, closets, safes, toolboxes, ammo boxes, holes with foxes, camera cases, gear cases, and just about any places. Drytote.com. Keep your stuff a totes dry.
Okay, we're taking a break from our episode here to talk about our sponsor, Red Planet Resorts. Have you ever dreamed of swapping Earth routine for the red sands of Mars? Well, welcome to Red Planet Resorts, your ticket to a luxurious, immersive Martian adventure without ever leaving your home. With a 26-month virtual journey, you'll embark on a 7-month interstellar voyage aboard the Starship Galileo. You'll spend a year at a high-end resort on Mars, and then you'll return for another 7-month journey back to Earth, all while enjoying cutting-edge safety systems, full medical suites, and gravity-simulating comfort. There's several packages you can choose from for your trip to Mars. There's a level A luxury suite. There's level B with your classic journey with a work exchange program. It's just really, really, really cool. Our resort destinations, we have several. We have Olympus Mons. We have Valles Marineris. I still don't know how NASA pronounces it. But we offer breathtaking landscapes, popular excursions like lava tube exploration, crater treks, and more. It's more than a virtual getaway, though. It's an ultimate disconnect, a way to explore and make your mark on human history. Hundreds of 5-star reviews rave about the perfect blend of relaxation, adventure, and imagination. One guest called it the perfect mix of relaxation and exploration. Highly recommend. So, are you ready to make your interplanetary travel a reality? Well, head to redplanetresorts.com and use the promo code non-professional-development at checkout, and you get 20% off your Martian journey today. Who says you can't be chasing your dreams just a little out of this world?
And welcome back to the episode. Please check out our really awesome sponsors. They help make all this possible for us.
Dude, Red Planet Resorts has a ton of new merch.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
I don't know if you saw it. They have signs now that are like high quality hotel signs that you would see on the wall, and like launch pad perimeter ones, like explosive breach, hab breach or whatever.
Oh, that would go right on my bathroom door.
Like, I'm tempted to take one of those hab breach emergency kit things, like signs, and just go to a random hotel and stick it above a fire extinguisher thing and just see how long it.
Or a bathroom. No, a bathroom. Like a breach. That screams
it's a
bad.
habitat breach.
We should ask them for a sign hanging in the studio.
Well, that'd be cool. That would be awesome.
Either like back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would work.
Next to the sweet charcuterie board we have.
Oh, yeah.
If you watch our Patreon channel.
God. So we can start filling like that back wall with stuff.
Ooh, that would be fun.
That pirate board that I made for
sponsorships behind us.
Mm-hmm. That pirate board that I made on the Patreon with my the router, the CNC router and stuff. I started doing a new one. I'm really excited. We can get that up maybe on episode 87 for the on the Patreon. It's I'm gonna do a combination. Get this, Mark. It's gonna start on a UV printer, then move to the CO2 laser. Then move to the CNC router and finish with paint. And I have come up with this insane cool project.
Are you
gorgeous?
All of these maker tools all at once.
Are you painting it?
No, I can't paint. I'm not good at that.
I'll come over.
He's colorblind.
It's a solid color paint. It's just a finish.
Just gray.
Just finishing.
Do you want me to paint?
No.
He's actually really good at it.
Really?
Yeah, he's remarkable. He's a
I
really
was
good
just going to
artist.
use a paint roller. That's how the level of painting I need for this.
We're gonna put food on it.
No.
Okay.
No, it's a sign.
Oh, all right, got it.
A very big sign.
You guys remember the Mandela Effect that we talked about?
I
Like
didn't
where you
like it.
remember things that aren't real, but we believe that they happen?
Yeah, my phone was listening to me because then for the next week, those clips were coming up all the time.
Insane.
Maybe that's why I keep getting ads for
The Berenstain Bears.
No, for caviar. By the way,
you ordered
I had-
that.
No,
You
it's
bought
because you
that. No,
ordered.
that's
By
not
the way,
Mandela
so-
effect.
so
that's
we
just
had-
That's your
marketing.
first thing in
So
interest.
back on episode 2 when we had caviar,
Episode
right?
24.
So when we, 70, like I said, 72. When we had caviar, right? So I had the other day, you know how it was all over Instagram where they had caviar and chicken nuggets.
Oh,
right?
at McDonald's, yeah.
Let me just tell you,
Was it good?
I didn't do it. You know what I did instead? Which I ended up seeing afterwards. It's like I'm setting the trend without even realizing it. Is caviar and the hash browns.
Smart, like the potato chip.
Yes. So not only that is,
You're a trendsetter.
you do that, but the hash brown goes better with the sour cream. No lie, the hash brown with just the caviar was incredible. And then you do the hash brown with the sour cream and the
creme
caviar.
fraiche.
Come fresh. Yeah.
No, I did sour cream because I'm
You
whatever.
hapless.
listen,
You
it's-
could have taken the one that you bought.
Listen,
it's good for like.
No, it's here.
Hang on.
It's my
sour
creme fraiche
cream
now.
Okay.
is fresh cream.
Yeah,
I had fresh cream.
It is.
I had
It's-
fresh
it's,
cream.
it's creme fraiche.
Anyway, it was amazing. So I recommend the hash brown with caviar. And by the way,
what a breakfast
we
delight.
we still need a sponsorship by them because now I'm like obsessed with caviar. But I did use the caviar again, and
Nice. Shout out to Caviar. We love them.
dude, but a hash
that
brown.
was
Please-
a plug.
please
That was a
sponsor us,
shameless
though.
plug.
McDonald's hash brown, and you get it well done. And then like all
Wait, you can
McDonald's hash
choose well
browns-
done?
Yeah, you just ask them to make it well done. But like all McDonald's hash browns, you gotta.
I've only ever been treated like a Waffle House
You gotta-
guest by
you
Yeah,
McDonald's
like
employees.
I ask for like
Oh,
Like, can I have ketchup?
asked for
and
like
they punched me in the face.
no
You
onions,
gotta-
and
you
they're
gotta-
like,
you
they're
still
like,
gotta-
I guess
You still gotta
Like-
press the. You still have to press the napkin into it and absorb all that oil.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So speaking of the Mandela effect, really
I
quick.
didn't like that.
No, well, it's funny.
It is funny.
So one of my students, also, like I told you, I had a great week of students doing hilarious
It was
stuff.
a good week.
He, in my class, not the same kid who didn't know it was time to go
I didn't
home.
get any Valentines this year, by the way.
Me either.
And the kids were giving them out to each other. They had like candy hearts and stuff they could buy in the caf for $1.
One of them gave me a
whatever.
cookie and said, "Thank you for being my teacher." And I said, "That was nice."
Like usually I get lots of them this year.
So this student
Jerks.
goes, "Mister," he goes,
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he goes, "Mister, can I have 5 minutes to talk to a few of my fellow students?" And I was like,
That's
"That was a weird way
was
to
this
say
like
it."
mid class?
My
No, it
fellow
was in the morning.
students-
He goes, "I think I'm going to work on getting into motivational speaking."
Is
And
he
I
like-
was like,
I thought he was like campaigning.
"Okay."
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. And
He
goes-
He's watched a lot of reels.
I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, man. We got time." He goes, "All right."
Did you
And-
watch this happening?
I pretended not to listen because
That's
I
the
didn't
way
want to
do
like
it.
mess him up.
That's the way to do it. Yep.
So I was like, "Yeah, man, I got a couple things to do anyway this morning." So I'm typing on my computer and I hear from the back of the room, "You're a chair now." Close your eyes, by the way. Close
Close 'em.
your eyes.
Okay.
He says, "You're a chair. You're a chair now. If you take off the back 2 legs, can you stand?" That's
No.
all. Great. If you take off the front 2 legs, can you stand?
No.
If you take off the front corner and the back corner, can you stand?
legs of the legs.
No.
Well, you can if the front right, back left. Front,
Maybe. No.
maybe. Yes,
No.
you can. You know why you can? Because you can stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need 4. This is the real speech I heard. He goes, "And now what if I took 1 more away?"
Peg leg.
You could open your eyes now. The
thank
student goes, another student listening there goes,
Our peg leg.
no, it was even funny. He goes, "If I take that 1 more leg away, what is that leg in life for you? Can you live without it?" And he goes, "I know, I'd hop." He goes, "Great, you can live without IHOP." And he goes, and then they started arguing about, "No, I'm telling you I would just hop." And he goes, "Great, you can live without pancakes." He goes, "No, that's not what I'm saying." And they got in a full-fledged argument
live
in the
without
back.
pancakes.
They got in a full, he goes, "You don't need toasted almond syrup." And he goes, "That's not what I'm saying. I would just hop because I have 1
But
leg.
he's
you
just
keep taking my
he's
legs
staying
away."
on the bit.
And then
like-
another student goes, "Wait, you started with 4 legs. How many legs do you think people have?"
That was
and he
my
goes,
question.
"That's unimportant." And then my partner, like, we're both typing, trying not to listen. We're both like just in tears
Because
laughing.
if you have 2 legs on the chair, you have to have a third to balance, meaning your own leg. So
Right.
technically, the chair has 6 legs to start.
Oh, I'm gonna have to hook you up with this kid because you would help him with his speech. So we're like, dude, there's tears coming down my face. I'm trying not to involve myself in this while they're now arguing about who's hopping and who's ordering pancakes.
That kid got a 19 on my EMT test.
And so my partner looks at over the top of the computer, goes, "There's some real Tony Robbins stuff here."
They know who Tony Robbins is?
No, it's my partner
Oh, I was going to say.
at work, and
Do
she
kids
goes,
know that stuff?
"No,
By the
they
way,
don't
who
know
Tony Robbins is?
No, well, actually, to be fair, this is where the Mandela effect came in.
He's missing his new demographic.
The Mandela effect.
He could have a whole
This is where it
TikTok
comes in. She
series.
leans over. She goes, "This is some really Tony Robbins stuff." I was like, "Yeah, it's a shame he's dead." She goes, "What are you talking about?"
Is he?
No, Tony Robbins is alive and well.
Of course he is.
And
Why did you think he's dead?
I don't know the Mandela effect. I thought Tony Robbins was like
No way.
a thing in like the 70s and 80s.
No way. Tony Robbins is. He's
vibing. And by the way, dude looks great. I thought Tony Robbins.
Listen, he is.
This is why the reason I said Mandela effect
always worked out.
Tony Robbins, I thought was the P90X guy.
No, he's insanely jacked.
60. He's 65. He looks 42.
Yeah. So
You look older than Tony Robbins.
I have a funny story about.
Now look up the Tony from the P90X guy. This is who I thought Tony Robbins was. Sorry. I know you're a big Tony Robbins fan, actually.
I'm not.
Well, I thought you were.
I just like I support anything that's positive. And
Yeah, like
Tony
his
Robbins
keys to success
is
thing.
very positive.
I thought this was
What?
Tony Robbins.
Oh my god.
Don't you? Why click on that? Pick that one. Yeah,
That's not
I thought that
accurate.
was Tony Robbins.
Of course, you guys picked the
Tony
shirtless
Horton.
pictures. No way.
P90X.
Anyway,
So well,
yeah. So I have a funny Tony Robbins memory. So that has nothing to do with Tony Robbins actually. So I was dating a girl in college, which is a very long time ago, and she was bigger than Tony Robbins. So that's not the story, Mark.
she helped
Anyway.
you cheat on that test.
No. So he is very motivational.
Yes.
So I've seen a couple YouTube videos of him, and I've read not any of his books. I've read books of some of his peers, but this person had a very large amount. I don't know if I should tell the story. It might be a red buzzer, but she had,
save it for the Patreon.
she had no fear. She used to go to the Tony Robbins seminars and they cost a lot of money, by the way. But she would go to the Tony Robbins seminars, so she really had no fear. And so one day I'm walking across campus and I hear, "Dave," like top of the lungs from very far away. I'm like, "What the heck was that?" And I'm like walking with a couple buddies. I'm like, "What the heck was that?" Like that was nuts. Like we're looking around, like didn't know. And then you hear again, "Dave," again. Looking around, like, what the heck was that? Like where are we? Like what's going on? And all of a sudden, like my buddy's like, he's like, "Is that your girlfriend?" I'm like, it sounds like her, but like I don't see her. Like, and so then we hear again, "Dave," like top of the lungs, super like a football field away. And I'm like, that can't be. Like, why would like she just called me? Like this was before texting was big.
Yeah.
So, and you see, and she was hiding behind a tree, and she kept ducking behind the tree to yell out my name. And so, like, my friend's like, "Dude, she's over there behind the tree." I'm like, what are you talking about? And like, so I see her, and I'm like, "You won't yell back?" I'm like, "No, I won't." And so I walked over to the tree, and she's just, gave me a big hug, like, was so happy to see me. And I'm like, but like, I don't know where I'm going with this story.
Yeah,
but
me either.
It was just, it was interesting.
She didn't care about like college embarrassment.
Right. And so to me, Tony Robbins has always been just do it. Like
I think that's Nike, dude.
But it was like that.
Just do it as Nike.
It was like that moment though that I'm like for some reason I associated that moment with Tony Robbins. And so for the rest of my life, the next 20 years, whenever I hear Tony Robbins, that's the story I think of.
And here you are.
So it's like now
dressed
whenever
as a piñata.
So now whenever I have a box of chocolate, Mark, I'm gonna think back to Ted not being happy with a box of chocolate. And now I'm not gonna lie. Next time I have a box of chocolate, I'm gonna start doing the math.
And here you are,
70%.
Oh, that's smart.
60%?
You should. That's
That
a
is-
science
you should
experiment.
do that.
You are also.
I'm doing that. On the
I think
Patreon.
you took a page out of that book though. Because here you are dressed as a piñata on a podcast, a
tempting-
globally accessible podcast.
tempting about going to a 5-star oyster restaurant tonight,
Dressed like
dressed
that.
as a piñata.
If you do, you got to take a picture.
Fair. You know what I'm going to do? Just for you?
What?
I'm going to buy that same box of chocolates, and I am going to film it for the Patreon. I am going to take a bite
and analyze.
at least a bite of each, and I'm going to do the ratio as to what my ratio is of percentages. Is it?
Can you buy two of them? We'll do it together, and I'll give you my ratio of what I think, and we will make an average. Math.
No, because I feel like yours is going to be
no. I'll be honest. No. You got to give me
just
more.
Like you didn't try the popcorn.
I did. You forced it into my mouth on episode 47.
That was the quail eggs.
No.
You forced popcorn into my mouth.
No.
Yes, he did.
By the way, did you see?
There's the thumbnail of him putting popcorn.
By the way,
in my mouth.
did we get the? Speaking of stuff that needs to be in that Patreon, did we get the summer cooking stuff on the Patreon yet? We got to put that up.
No, we have to talk about that
because we got to put it up.
No, we have to talk about.
So I did on that thing. We have to put that up there. Is I did the flaming hot Cheetos crusted chicken,
the munchies
munchies on the flat top. I saw it that came up. Somebody did that. And
they stole
it went
your
viral.
idea.
I'm like, you stole my idea because I did post it somewhere online.
You did.
Jerks. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy freaking Valentine's Day. I'll tell you what.
I drew your name on my chest.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Get out of here.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, dang it.
Made you for a second.
Listeners,
Mark's
if you are hanging out with us, we are
we need to zoom out.
darn happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Thank you again for coming to hang out.
No, we're not done. I want to do the news channel thing.
Oh, good. Well, tell us about it. You sounded like you were closing, and I was going to start closing.
So Mark,
false.
So
Everybody
the Olympics, because we're now in
it's Winter
episode
Olympics.
74, and it's the summertime. We have the Summer Olympics from 1974
Yep.
going on right now. So the Olympics
in Atlanta, Georgia.
I have to tell you, is that where it is?
No, it's in Italy. It's in Milan.
I was going to say it. Seems cold.
That was in like 1994.
It's really cold there. So I have to tell you, one of the funniest things I saw lately, and I said, wow, something needs to change in my life. So I don't have cable like so many millennial, or no, I'm not millennial, but so many people I'm streaming at my house.
Yeah.
But at the school, because we have our emergency operations center, we have cable.
Yeah.
And I saw up on the screen, and they were interviewing somebody, Mark. And it made me think back to that student video from 2 or 3 episodes ago, or episode 77. Where my student,
episode 24,
where
guys.
my student was skiing on the news. And fell down the hill live on the news, and then they interviewed him. He's like, "Yeah, it's really cold." Right. So they were interviewing this person on the news, and the subtitle on the news thing, and that made me open up a whole nother world. It said Olympic hopeful. Right? This wasn't my student, but they were interviewing just some random person, and it said Olympic hopeful on under their name. So it's like John, Olympic hopeful. And I started thinking, I'm like, what if?
There's no litmus test for that.
No, there's none. Like, it can be, that ticker can be anything you want. Like, imagine interviewing your students and we're like, potential Olympic hopeful, or potential saved 72 people in 3 years. Like what would your subtitle be? And so I think about now like are we able to do subtitles on here, Mark? Like, can you put like a news subtitle thing? All right, so I want you to subtitle mine right now, and I want you to say Dave, Olympic hopeful. Right now, and I'm wearing a piñata costume. Like, that's how absurd this whole thing could be. And like now,
next up
you zoom in on Ted.
The triple jump.
Now you zoom in on Ted, and he's like, Ted, pommel horse champion 72. Like, there's no proof of any of these. Like,
pommel horse champion 72, there'd probably be proof.
When
of.
it's a
Olympic hopeful, there's no truth. Like, there's no proof.
Oh, I see. You future-fied it.
Yeah,
but like the thing to me is like there's those those subtitles. It can literally be anything you want. Like, Dave, first person to walk on Mars.
Well, that's provable. Olympic hopeful means you
happened yet.
Yeah, but Olympic hopeful means you're, or like Mars hopeful. Anything hopeful means you hope that will happen.
So what are some other ones? I could be like, Dave, Time Magazine Man of the Year.
Hopeful.
Candidate.
Prove it. Potential candidate.
Prove it.
Potential
Prove
candidate.
that I was not a candidate.
Well, I think Time Magazine would probably come out and be like, that guy in the pinata costume, we didn't nominate him.
I also think they,
Dave,
I think they come out with,
Potential candidate.
Dave,
I think they come out
astronaut
with a list
candidate.
of like
Potential
nominees.
nominee.
Astronaut candidate.
Potential nominee would be more accurate.
Yeah,
But I was an astronaut candidate.
you were.
I
They just said
didn't
no.
make it very many rounds, but I was an actual astronaut candidate.
It is funny, that, like the Olympic
So like,
hopeful.
what's another one you could do? Like Dave, Olympic applicant.
Yeah. Did you apply though?
Did I click send?
I think just hopeful or nominee is where you could get a little wiggle room. I think Olympic hopeful is
what was
great
yours?
because like they're at the bottom of in the bottom of the ski mountain. They just saw somebody do a quadruple backflip, and the news interviews, and they're like, "Yeah, that could be me someday."
You know what I'm doing? I've just made up a new activity. I'm doing it when I get back to school. I'm gonna have all of my students come up with what their subtitle would be.
News subtitle.
News subtitle.
Like water main break on Main Street, and it just says Dave Olympic hopeful. Yeah, man, I can't believe what I saw.
I can't,
the
it
water
nuts.
was spouting
the craziest thing I saw.
40 feet into the air.
Exactly. I'm gonna have all of my
Totally unrelated
I'm gonna
story.
have all of my students create theirs, and I'm gonna bring them onto the pod.
Like 36 chimpanzees break loose from the zoo, and it's
Right.
Dave Olympic hopeful.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing I ever seen. There was bananas everywhere.
Master
Oh,
mechanic.
yeah. So
What? Of what?
you should go on like Chat GBT and then like come up with like 50. Just like
No. This is the kid's job.
no, I'm saying. Oh, you want them to come up with a
Dave,
story
Google
and
specialist.
no, I'm
What?
saying come up with like news stories
Yeah.
and then have them come up with whatever they want their
What the subtitle should be
Subtitle.
for that news story.
Dave,
On that note, this has been another wonderful day with you, sir.
Flaming Hot Cheetos version of
Yes.
non-professional development.
Thank you, listeners and
By the
watchers,
way, because
viewers.
it's, before you cut out for the
Oh,
other
sure.
thing, because it's Valentine's Day. Do you like Smarties candies? Because I feel like
I
that's,
do like Smarties.
I was going to think that was something that because normal people like Smarties,
Oh, I
like
love
popcorn
Smarties.
and chocolate. So I was thinking that would be something.
Oh,
you did
Smarties
more.
are great.
Okay. What about those candy necklaces?
A little bit difficult, but I like
Bracelets,
them.
the candy bracelets and the necklaces.
Yeah, it's just isn't that just it's just
Are
Are
you-
you, are you
thing.
just reminiscing right now
Hard
because
for
you didn't
Smarties, yeah.
get any?
Yeah,
From,
yeah.
Okay.
By the way, now I
Now
want
you
a
see
candy
me.
necklace.
I'll get you a candy necklace for next episode.
elastic one,
But you have
though.
to wear it for the whole episode, so it's kind of wet by the end. On that note, viewers, listeners, everybody who hangs out with us, thank you so much again for watching and listening to another episode of Non-Professional
Your
Development.
name's Ted.
And my name is Dave.
No. Your
Oh.
name's Ted. My name is Dave, Olympic hopeful.
Yes. And we appreciate you guys again hanging out with us. Please catch us wherever you get your favorite podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple. Throw us a great 5-star review.
Yeah, that would
if you're on YouTube, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Come check us out. We have a lot of great stuff out
Well,
there.
if you haven't yet, you're going to be missing a lot of stuff. At least on
That's true.
At least on the YouTube, because man,
Got a lot of good stuff out there. Our Patreon is up and live. We are adding stuff to it as much as we possibly can. That is going to be a full-fledged channel where you can catch after hours episodes. You can catch some really cool maker and some design stuff.
By the way, on the Patreon,
our guest Mike,
the chicken-
who is on, he's going to come back and do an after hours episode with me. So
the
you're going to be able to
chicken
catch
parm
that
Patreon
there.
of me making the chicken parm on the Patreon.
Unbelievable.
I'm not going to lie, that has gone viral among the place where I bought the
Aspiring
chicken.
chef. There's your subtitle.
The place,
Aspiring chef.
Yeah, aspiring chef. The place Pop. What do they call it?
Push pop.
Push pop maker.
Yeah.
Push pop genius. Yo. So anyway, that Patreon episode has gone viral at the place where I bought the chicken, to the point where they are debating about actually serving chicken parm and push pops.
So go check out our Patreon channel. Check us out. Thank you, listeners. Again, we will see you next week. This has been another awe-inspiring episode of Non-Professional Development. We will see you guys next week. Have a good one.